Kamaru Usman needs to retire. Bro, yo, that first of all, that card was sensational. Second, how the hell is this man going to complain to the ref after getting right hooked in the face? The knuckle of Dricus du Plessis' hand hits him. He had a closed fist. The knuckle hits him in the eye. That is a legal punch, bro. You are tweaking out for that one. And that really pissed me off, simply due to the fact that he had Usman right there really hurt. And the ref gives him a break to recover because of the fact that this dude started complaining about an eye poke that never even happened. Like, it was crazy, man. But yo, Dricus du Plessis genuinely put the beats on this dude for 5 rounds straight.
Finish. That's a good head kick.
Head kick was clean. That's that same kick he been hitting.
Oh, this could be it.
Fires another one up top, and now du Plessis. Look at.
He wobbled him every single round. Every single round, Kamaru was getting hurt. He had no answers on the feet. I said it that on the feet, Kamaru would never beat Dricus. Dricus has faced way better strikers. Kamaru's not a striker. He's a wrestler. Like, his main form of offense is ground and pound on the ground. But he couldn't get it on the ground, bro. Honestly, I'm quite disappointed in Usman, because I expected him to not perform that well, but I expected him to perform in this fight, because he genuinely was not able to get the fight to the ground. He got the fight to the ground one time, and it lasted like 5 seconds. DDP, overall, he did some other things that I didn't take into account, man. I mean, he was throwing knees up the middle, uppercuts up the middle. He was throwing a lot of stuff up the middle to really make Usman think. He never let Usman feel safe, whether it be a feint or an actual strike attempt. This dude was really making it hard for Usman to be able to actually put together any sort of grappling offense. He simply wasn't able to. He shut him down completely. How, like, listen, man, I'm going to get Usman credit where credit is due. This dude is a dog, bro. There's a reason this dude went on such a crazy run in his prime. Like, this man should have been knocked out. Like, bro, I was telling to a friend of mine about the whole Leon Edwards Usman kick. You know, how he defeated him and got rid of his streak. And the moment I'm about to say head kick, Dricus du Plessis hits Kamaru flush with a head kick.
Finish.
Right on the temple. That wobbles Usman. The Leon Edwards stock is going up after that one. Like, this man really did land the perfect head kick. But either way, man, I mean, yeah, Kamaru, he looked horrible that fight, man. He got nothing off. I don't know why he was out here after the fight contesting the judge's decision, talking about some, oh, bro, 50-45 was, I mean, like, what kind of scorecards are those? Like, my brother in Christ, you got straight up wobbled every single round. You got hurt every single round. You had, like, very few and far between moments where you hit Dricus with something big. But for the most part, it was just Dricus clobbering you the entire time, bro. Well, what do we take from this? Dricus du Plessis beat a 39-year-old past his prime, withered Kamaru Usman with wobbly, cobbly knees. And somehow, some way, he managed to not knock him out despite hurting him multiple times. Granted, he did say after the fight, in the post-fight interview, right, that he was trying to be more patient. You know, he was trying to, like, maintain discipline, and if the KO came, it came. But even then, bro, like, I mean, he should have been able to finish the fight on various occasions. Like, listen, let's look at some of the other fights, because there's definitely some other fights that deserve some recognition. Again, I went 9-12 on predictions. You know, I'm just saying, man, maybe I'm a seer. Maybe I'm the Mac. Either way, Jared Cannonier versus Christian Leroy Duncan. Man, CLD, I mean, it was an easy dub. Legitimately, Cannonier, man, he's got nothing, bro. Like, there was nothing he could do. The entire fight was basically him stalling, making sure that CLD didn't knock him out. Moving on from this one really quickly, though, Chase Hooper versus Mitch Ramirez. I, for the memes, went against the, you know, expected result. And I had Mitch Ramirez. I knew he was probably going to lose, but I genuinely would have found it so funny if Chase Hooper got chinned once again, bro. Because it's so clear that the UFC was giving Chase Hooper a layup with this fight. So if he lost, it would have been super funny. Going off from that, though, Tabitha Ritchie before that with Fatima Klein. I mean, Fatima Klein, bro. Hey, what a breath of fresh air this fight was, man. What a performance from Fatima. Like, bro, I know a bunch of people are grinning ear to ear because I heard that a lot of people were hate watching for Tabitha Ritchie. So I know they were grinning when Fatima hit the double suplex.
Trying to win this fight, but Klein has
go.
just got an answer
There you
for
go.
everything. And oh wow,
She's fired up. And she's fired up.
yeah, she's having fun.
Oh, she's... She knocked that UGC before she's suplexing.
On some WWE type bullshit out here, hitting the damn. She got freaky, bro. It was crazy. Just such a breath of fresh air now. Because you don't know how long I've been waiting for a WMMA fighter that actually makes me want to watch the fights. It's been so damn long since I've seen a WMMA fighter actually have me, like, not slumbering. You know, everybody knew she was going to beat Tabitha on the feet. But to beat her on the ground, though, now that was impressive. And in the way that she did, she genuinely destroyed her in every possible way. I'm going to be looking for... She's going to be a problem, man. Another person who impressed the shit out of me, bro. Tommy McMillan. I was not familiar with your game. Brother, before this, was genuinely like, I thought that Tommy McMillan was overrated. And I do think there's still a couple things about him that could use some work, but hey, you know what, man? You deserve that performance bonus, bro. Tommy McMillan put up... I thought this was going to be fight of the night, actually. I was impressed that they made Kamaru versus DDP fight of the night instead of just a performance bonus. I thought Tommy McMillan versus Alberto was going to be a fight of the night, but I guess not. Either way, I mean, brother, Alberto Montes... first of all, let me start off real quick. I didn't know these two had beef. I did not know these two were beefing. These guys entered the damn octagon and immediately started staring each other down. Like, that first of all already had me like, whoa, wait a minute, what's going on here? Then, next thing I know, they just start throwing, bro. They were going band for band, hitting each other with massive shots. Tommy McMillan clearly was having the upper hand every round of Alberto Montes. Alberto Montes, there was like one little sequence where it went to the ground. I believe it was that McMillan got knocked down, because I know he got knocked down once in the first round, and then he almost got dropped again. But he still managed to keep going. I mean, he was keeping up an insane pace that entire fight. Brother, he broke Nate Diaz's record for most strikes thrown in a 3-round fight, I believe. At least I don't know if it's significant strikes or just strikes. But either way, he threw like 500 plus strikes, and of those 500 plus strikes, like 250 of them landed. This man was landing 50% that entire fight. That is crazy stuff. Over there, then, bro, Austin Bashi, he sold my damn streak, bro. I had a streak going here in which I basically was having I was about to have every single fight in the prelims. Perfect prediction. But then Austin Bashi, I mean, bro, he was too reckless. He was doing so well at the start of the first round, man. He got a knockdown on Delgado. Like, he was really putting on... He was throwing some bombs. But then he got caught with a massive left hook by Delgado. I mean, perfectly timed. And he was hurt, bro. That lost him all the momentum that he had in that first round. And from then on, I mean, Delgado was just picking him apart, man. Then we got JPL versus Seokhyun Ko. Man, this dude, this fight was making me sweat. Because, again, I had that prediction streak going, man. And it's just JPL, man. He was getting caught a lot of times during this fight. There's some people that think this is a robbery, but nah, man. It's just KO. No, KO. Ko. I keep saying KO because it's a force of habit, but, man, yeah. I mean, Ko is just... He was doing well, man. He was definitely cooking JPL a couple times. But the thing with Ko is just he simply didn't seem to respect JPL enough. Like, he didn't respect the fact that, hey, man, at the end of the day, if this goes to decision, if you're not landing consistently enough, like, big enough hits, eventually you're gonna lose on points, bro. JPL, he did really well to get Ko to the ground a couple times. You know, he was being consistent. he was definitely getting caught with a lot of stuff by Ko, but he was being consistent enough to where the judges could see that it's like, okay, he's kind of getting the, especially like it came down because I had a 1-1 going into the third, and then like I forgot which rounds it was because I'm all jarbled right now, but in that third round, man, the difference maker was genuinely just that Cole really did not respect JPL. He was allowing him to land, even if it wasn't like massive shots. He was still allowing him to land consistent strikes, man. JPL, he was kind of like, it was going really evensies at the start of the third round, but kind of favoring Cole a bit more. But then JPL managed to get a takedown. He got a bit more offense there. Really, like, kept scoring points. And then at the end, it was like Cole was kind of just starting to coast by that point. And then there was that big combination at the end from JPL to the body, It wasn't like massive hits, but again, it was to score points. He starts going like ripping to the body, boom, boom, boom. And so I think that's probably the difference maker. It genuinely came down to just who was scoring the most. Now, this successful hate watch, Levy Rodriguez Jr., the damn cheater, is down. Philip Franco, I thought Philip Franco was actually going to submit him. Nah, he straight up TKO'd this boy. He was ground and pounding this. I mean, man, he was completely mauling him on the ground. Again, I knew that Philip Franco was going to be the better grappler. I just didn't know whether it was going to be a KO or submission. Well, now we have our answer. I don't know why Levy was a favorite in this fight. He looked horrible on the ground. And, yeah, man. Other than that, we had the two undefeated prospects that were making their debut, Ezra Elliott and Damian Anderson. Ezra Elliott, I mean, there's not really much to say about this fight. Like, Ezra Elliott just completely coasted basically to a decision because he was better on the ground than Damian Anderson. That's really all there is to say. Damian didn't really have any way of stopping the grappling of Ezra Elliott, and it was definitely good to see Ezra. Like, this was the first time in Ezra's career actually that he went to a decision. Hell, this is the first time he went anywhere past the first round, because before this, he had an 100% finish rate in the first round. But now, Damian Anderson was able to do well enough to keep himself in the fight and go the distance. Alan Correa, I mean, what can I say? Like, this one right here, this dude Alan Correa, you gotta wake up, man. Yo, I'm gonna be real with you. Hey, Stuart Nickel, I apologize, man. I maybe I treated you too harshly. Now, you still suck a bit because I mean, at the end of the day, you weren't able to pull through at the end. But he did do a lot of good stuff against Correa. But it was so clear that it seemed like Correa should have been able to finish Stewart. He should have been able to. He was much better than Stewart. But it simply seemed like Correa just was not in this fight, bro. His head was not in there. And so Stewart, I honestly could have seen him possibly pulling off an upset here if Correa wasn't like landing so good. You know what the difference maker here was? Is that Stewart, he was doing very well defensively, but at the end of the day, it's like, you can only be on the defensive for so much before you need to get some offense. And he just couldn't really do that part. He defended well, but he simply wasn't able to pull through enough offense. And so that's really what made the difference. But honestly, not a really good performance from Alan Correa, man. RJ Harris, as expected, he got the KO on Alvin Hines. I knew he probably... I actually didn't know. I heard this afterwards that Alvin got suspended for PEDs also, so I'm really happy that he got cooked. But overall, I mean, it's the damn UFC heavyweight division, man. This shit is as dead as it comes. As the first one and last right now for this video, we got Ana Melisano versus Dione Barbosa, which, I mean, it just ended in a submission. Legitimately, this card, like, it was good, but it was a bit uneventful. I'm not even going to lie. Who does Kamaru beat? I don't see anybody that Kamaru in this current, like, moment can actually beat, especially at middleweight. If he actually decides to stick around at middleweight, I mean, this man might as well have a death wish. Either way, I'm going to be posting 2 more videos this week. I'm not sure what the next one is going to be. I still got to brainstorm that. I do know that the third one is going to be the Ank versus Goosecob card, though. So if you want to be on the lookout for those ones, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Anyways, see ya.